Welcome, dear thrill seekers and the curious, to the realm where the ordinary meets the eerie. Join us around the campfire for this next tale if you dare. In the archives of mysterious disappearances, the mystery surrounding William and Margaret Patterson's vanishing in March 1957 stands as one of the most perplexing and enduring puzzles of the 20th century. The curious case of the Pattersons has left a trail of unanswered questions, unverified sightings, and bewildering theories that continue to baffle even the most seasoned investigators. The Pattersons, a seemingly ordinary couple residing in El Paso, Texas, vanished from the fabric of their lives, leaving behind an enigmatic void that has defied explanation for decades. Their abrupt disappearance set in motion a complex web of speculation, conjecture, and eerie events that have since become the stuff of local legend. On August 15, 1957, the couple's friend, Cecil Ward, initiated the alarm by contacting the authorities to report the Pattersons missing. The last known sighting of William and Margaret dated back to March 5, 1957, a day etched in uncertainty. As investigators entered their home, they were met with an unsettling tableau, an abrupt and inexplicable departure. In the Pattersons' residence, the remnants of an interrupted existence were scattered. The kitchen sink bore unwashed dishes, still bearing the remnants of the previous night's meal. Clothes lay meticulously arranged on the bed, as if ready for use. It was an environment that seemed to belie a brief absence, a facade of normalcy masking a profound mystery. Yet, there were details that raised alarms beyond the cluttered home. The couple's beloved cat, Tommy, had been forsaken, left to fend for itself in a world suddenly devoid of its owner's care. The couple's utilities remained in operation, a stark contrast to their inexplicable disappearance, and mail continued to arrive with unerring regularity. Most perplexing of all, a costly fur coat languished unclaimed at the local cleaners, a baffling oversight. A deeper look into their lives revealed a couple seemingly adrift in an enigmatic realm. William and Margaret Patterson were not without means, having established a thriving photography supply shop in El Paso. Their material possessions included a Cadillac, a boat, substantial investments in a boat company, and property in Guaymas, Mexico. Yet, they walked away from it all, leaving behind a life that was seemingly comfortable and prosperous. In descriptions provided by acquaintances, both William and Margaret were characterized as well-dressed individuals, their attire reflecting their elevated status. A Rolex watch discovered in William's jeans hinted at their affluence and the suddenness of their departure. The inexplicable abandonment of such valuable possessions only deepened the mystery. Behind the veneer of prosperity lay a couple profoundly private about their personal lives. They rarely shared details about their pasts, offering only vague allusions to rough childhoods. William's background as a former carnival barker added a layer of intrigue, as he maintained limited contact with his family. Margaret, too, was an enigmatic figure, shrouding her personal history in secrecy. She never divulged her birth date or her relationship history, even to her closest friends. Luther Patterson, William's father, added an intriguing twist to the narrative. Traveling from Chicago to El Paso to speak at the inquest into his son's disappearance, he conveyed a cryptic revelation. "I always knew Pat and Margaret would take off like this someday," he mused, suggesting a familiarity with his son's unpredictable nature. Luther speculated that they might be in hiding, a sentiment that would eventually give way to the grim acknowledgement that perhaps the couple had vanished from the realm of the living. Amid the labyrinthine inquiries into the Pattersons' lives, their friends provided glimpses of the seemingly normal day that turned into a baffling disappearance. Cecil Ward, their friend and owner of a local auto repair shop, had visited the Pattersons' home on the very day they vanished. He noted nothing unusual during his brief interaction with the couple and even made plans with William to work on his boat in the near future. It was a seemingly routine encounter that conflicted with reports from other acquaintances, who claimed that the Pattersons were preparing for a vacation. Yet, one figure emerged from the shadows with an aura of suspicion. Doyle Kirkland, William's friend and owner of a competing photography store, played a peculiar role in the narrative. On March 6, the day following the Pattersons' likely disappearance, Kirkland entered Cecil Ward's shop, requesting repairs on William's car. A curious visit that raised eyebrows. It was only the beginning of Kirkland's involvement. On March 15, Herbert Roth, the Pattersons' accountant, received a telegram signed Pat from Dallas, instructing that Kirkland should assume the role of manager at Patterson Photo Supplies. A telegram that would have profound implications. It was characterized by police as strange and unverified. The mysteries deepened, with no concrete evidence to confirm its authorship. Reynaldo Nangare, the caretaker of the Pattersons' home, would later step forward with astonishing revelations. Years after their disappearance, he disclosed a shocking account that would cast a pall over the entire case. Nangare claimed to have discovered blood in the Pattersons' garage and a grisly fragment of human scalp entangled in the propeller of William's boat. His chilling account implicated others, suggesting that an associate of Patterson's had removed blood-soaked sheets from the home, secreting them within the trunk of a car. Nangare's account was marred by his initial reluctance, stemming from his undocumented immigrant status, but he ultimately came forward as a U.S. citizen. Further complicating the narrative was William Patterson's purported extramarital involvement. Estefan Arroyo Marfin, a 20-year-old girlfriend living across the Mexican border in Juarez, provided a statement to the police. She claimed to have seen William shortly before his disappearance, during which he cryptically uttered, "When they come for me, I'll have to go in a hurry." Despite his alleged intention to share important things with her, the true nature of his message remained forever elusive, as Marfin later withdrew her statement. A telegram dispatched on March 15, 1957, further fueled speculation. William Patterson's correspondence from Dallas contained instructions for managing his photography supply shop and renting out their home. Yet, the telegram's authenticity was clouded by the fact that it was conveyed over the phone, making it difficult to ascertain William's actual involvement. Stranger still was a letter found among their belongings, stipulating the distribution of their properties among three individuals: employee Art Moreno, acquaintance Doyle Kirkland, and business auditor Herb Roth. The peculiar distribution raised questions, given that William had living family members and close friends in El Paso who might have been expected beneficiaries. Among the theories swirling around the Pattersons' disappearance, one captivating narrative suggested that they were involved in espionage. Claims emerged of William Patterson engaging in suspicious activities near Fort Bliss, a U.S. Army post. Speculation spiraled, alleging that he had photographed the military installations and the shipments that passed through. However, concrete evidence to substantiate such claims remained elusive. Another theory posited that one of the Pattersons had eliminated the other, taking flight to embark on a new life. Suggestions of marital tension, fueled by rumors of William's infidelity and Margaret's potential alcoholism, hinted at a darker undercurrent. A neighbor, Jerry Cash, who visited the Pattersons on the night of their disappearance, recounted an unsettling encounter. Margaret seemed distressed, while William appeared angered by her presence. Yet, perhaps the most haunting of all the narratives emerged from the depths of local lore, the suggestion that the Pattersons never truly departed their property. It was theorized that they had fallen victim to foul play and remained concealed beneath their home or somewhere within the confines of the property. This notion birthed a series of ghost stories and eerie tales that cast a spectral shadow over the Pattersons' former residence. Amidst the confusion and conjecture, a barrage of reported sightings only served to deepen the enigma. The media's relentless coverage of their case brought forth a flood of potential leads, but many dissolved into false tips and unreliable sightings. Sheriff Bob Bailey pursued one lead to a hotel in Valle de Bravo, Mexico, where he interrogated hotel staff. They claimed the Pattersons had been guests for an extended period, yet no records could substantiate their stay, leaving investigators with more questions than answers. The story of William and Margaret Patterson, lost to the winds of uncertainty in March 1957, endures as a haunting testament to the human capacity for vanishing without a trace. Despite the tireless efforts of law enforcement agencies and the curious minds of armchair detectives, the fate of the Pattersons remains an enduring riddle, an enigmatic void in the tapestry of history that may never yield its long-sought answers. It is a disappearance that has transcended the bounds of time, becoming a timeless conundrum, one that still lingers, unresolved, in the annals of the 20th century's greatest unsolved mysteries. As we draw the curtains on yet another chilling journey into the depths of the unknown, I want to extend my gratitude to all you brave souls who joined us on this expedition. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. You'll be the first to know when we unearth our next chilling chronicle. Until then, stay curious, stay cautious, and never stop exploring the realms of the macabre and the miraculous. Signing off from Creepy Tales and Curiosities. Remember, the night may be dark, but there's always a story waiting to be uncovered. Good night, and pleasant nightmares.